This video will discuss the precision of various pieces of glassware. The first piece of glassware we're looking at is a beaker. It is a very inexpensive piece of glassware, and it's inexpensive because it is neither accurate nor precise. The beaker has markings every 10 milliliters. There are marks at 10, 20, 30, and 40 milliliters, and the entire beaker will hold up to 50 milliliters of liquid. When trying to use the graduation markings to measure the volume of a liquid, always measure from the bottom of the meniscus or at the bottom of the curved liquid surface. To me, this beaker appears to hold 23 milliliters of liquid. To my lab partner, the volume may appear to be 24 milliliters of liquid, and another person could read this volume as 22 milliliters of liquid. We would all be correct. A beaker is only precise to the ones place. There is clearly more than 20 milliliters of liquid in this beaker, and there is less than 30 milliliters. But in between these two graduation marks, the exact volume is uncertain. Since we can't differentiate between 22, 23, or 24 milliliters of liquid with the beaker, it does not make sense to read the volume even more precisely. For example, it would be incorrect to record the volume as 23.2 milliliters. The next piece of glassware I'd like to discuss is the graduated cylinder. In lab, you'll be working with a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. The graduated cylinder has volume markings every 1 milliliter. So here there's a volume marking at 20, then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 milliliters, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 milliliters. Because the graduated cylinder has markings every 1 milliliter, the precision of the graduated cylinder is in the tenths place, so the graduated cylinder can be read to 1 decimal place. As with the beaker, you always read to the bottom of the meniscus. In this case, the bottom of the meniscus appears to be just below the 23 line, so I would judge that this volume is 22.8 milliliters. Since somebody might disagree with me and they might think this is 22.9 milliliters and somebody else might think it's 22.7 milliliters, recording the volume any more precisely would be incorrect. The final piece of glassware I'd like to discuss is the burette. The burette is one of the most accurate and precise pieces of glassware we have in the lab. The burette has a precision of 0.01 milliliters, and it has graduation markings every tenth of a milliliter. It can be a little confusing to read a burette because the volume is read going down. There is a large line at 46 milliliters, and then 46.1, 46.2, 46.3, 46.4, a larger line at 46.5, and then we have 46.6, 46.7, 46.8, 46.9, down to the large line at 47 milliliters. And since we can clearly see the difference between 46.4 and 46.5 milliliters, for example, we can read to 1 more decimal place. To correctly record volume from your burette, again look at the bottom of the meniscus. The bottom of the meniscus appears to be just below the 32 line, but clearly not all the way to the 32.1 line. In my interpretation, the volume of this burette is 32.01 milliliters, but if you felt that the volume was 32.00 milliliters, you would also be correct because the error lies in the last decimal place. With the beaker and the graduated cylinder, students often want to record with too many decimal places, while with the burette, students often want to record with too few decimal places. It is incorrect to record this volume as 32.0 milliliters. You must record with 2 decimal places.